Guys, so if you have been using Meteora providing liquidity there, you know it is a pain in the ass whenever we want to close our position. So we're not able to do it automatically. So basically we need to be glued to the screen just to make sure we are not taking a big hit in terms of losses or trying to at least close our position in profit. So you guys can actually create an automation by using Hawkfi. I've been using it for quite some time. Some of you already know about it. So I just want to show you guys the benefits of it and also how you would set up a position on Hawkfi. Because also there is some insights that I do think are actually worth it when we're using it. So here are the pools, basically the same pools that you see on Meteora. You're seeing Meteora right here. You can also use Orca. And the last one is Radium, but it is not available yet. To be honest, I don't really care. The only one that I like to use is Meteora, obviously because I'm making money. And second, because they're gonna have an airdrop in the future. Now, the good thing is you can also get a second airdrop by using Hawkfi because they have some points. And in the future, these will be converted to HFI. Now, the amount that you're seeing here, it is not the amount of points that I have. You guys can see it says coming soon. Yeah, soon, right here. It is actually a joke, 69,420. So you should have the same amount. Also, there is a referral code. So if you want to use mine, go ahead and just add it. There is no referral link. So I do think you need to go to Hawkfi and then add it manually. But I have heard that if you use my referral code, you actually get better by providing liquidity. If you don't believe me, just go ahead and add it. Test it out by yourself. So once you go ahead and select your pool, I'm just going to go to dashboard because I already have one position open. And want to show you guys the benefits of it. Number one, so we have it here. Now we will have some information on the left side, which is exactly the same information that we're getting on Meteora. So TVL, 24-hour volume, 24-hour fees, fee for comparison to TVL, so on and so forth. We have the tier, we have bin step, blah, blah, blah. On this side, it is the information for our position, which is total balance at 233. Then we have total asset, which is 92 ARC, and then I have 0.75 Solana. Total fees, it is at 0 because I haven't claimed any of my fees on this pool yet, so that's why. But you can see total fees on claim fees, it is $3.22. Now, if I click on this, you guys can see the range of my pool, so it is getting pretty close to the top side. So that means I have been earning some price appreciation and also some fees. This is actually a pretty new pool that I added some money into it probably like 2 to 3 hours ago, so not too crazy. Then here we have balance, asset, the same information that we have up here, unclaimed fees, and then we have automation. So if we go here to actually first we have deposit, withdraw if we want to remove it, rebalance that is not available, and then closing our position. So if I go here, which for me it is the most important step, which is I can add a take profit price. So if I click on it, make sure that it is active, I can add the slippage. Now, if you're playing with some memes that don't really have a lot of liquidity, something that they created maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 hours ago or 24 hours ago, make sure to actually increase your slippage if you want to be safe. Because sometimes it might fail, just like on Jupiter. So if it fails, then I don't think it will try to swap it again unless it goes up and then it touches the price again, the stop loss or the take profit. So make sure to increase it. Since I'm using ARC, it is a pretty big project, so I don't think I'm gonna need more than 3%. That's why. Now here you can add the profit price. I'm just using max, which is just adding the amount that I have up here. And then we can also increase it to 50%, 100%, and then 200%, or whatever price that you want. Now, if you add a higher price than max price, that doesn't mean you will continue to earn fees, because the price will go outside of your range, and then you will not be earning any more fees, but it will not sell the tokens that you have left. So whatever you have in terms of tokens from generated through fees, for example, some ARC, it will not sell it until it hits that price, just so you know. But usually I just use max price. That's it. I'm cool with it. Then down here, you can swap your tokens to be 50% ARC and 50% Solana or 100% Solana. I just go with 100% Solana. Stop loss, same process. Minimum price, if you want to, you can actually increase the range. So if you don't want to close your position at the minimum price, you want to give it some room to breathe, you might increase it to maybe 15%, 30%, 100%, whatever you want. And same process, we can also swap it for 50% ARC plus Solana and then also 100% Sol. In the future, we might have selecting a token. So I guess, for example, if you want to swap it for USDC, it might be good. Now, the second thing that I actually really like about it is this. This is the best thing, to be honest. Like, I'm cool with the taking profit, with the stop loss, but this is the best part if it can load. There it is. So by providing liquidity, since I started, I have generated 8.25% on my position, which is pretty good for just a few hours. By holding the pair, I would have generated 11.66%, which is 50% Sol, 50% ARC. Usually I don't look into it. Holding pair doesn't really matter. Then we have holding ARC. So that means instead of me allocating $230, $220 into the LP, doing the comparison by just holding ARC, I would have generated 22.45%. But at the same time, you need to understand that I just created or I just added some funds into the pool. So if it stays within the current range, I'm probably going to be making more than 20% because I'm going to be earning from fees. If it goes up, it goes down, then back to the current price, then obviously I'm going to be much higher than 15%, 20%. So it really depends for how long your position can stay within that range. Now we also have a comparison. If I would have been just holding Sol, I would have been generating just 1.64. Obviously that is not in fees, but in price appreciation. So it is actually pretty decent to see how it would be playing out. Pretty cool to see the differences, right? So we have 24 hours, 7-day, all time, so you guys can see the differences, but obviously it is only showing from January 21st because that is when I added my position, right? Now, the good and bad need to be real. So I have been using Hawkfi for quite some time, but to be honest, they also have some fees. I don't remember if it is 5% or something like that on your profits. It is not entirely on the amount that you're adding. So let's say you make something like $100 in fees, then you're gonna be paying something like $5. I think it is 5% from the profits that you have made because of the automation. And then if you close your position, same thing. So there is some fees that you're gonna be paying. Second is that around 2 to 3 times my position did not close automatically. I'm not 100% sure if the issue was because of the slippage. So I'm not gonna say they are bad entirely, but just so you know, if you're adding some positions, still make sure to double check it from time to time just to see if you're still within in range, if you're not really losing a lot of capital, just so you know. But so far, I do like it since we're earning some money, some points for Meteora, earning some points for Hawkfi, and at the same time, we can also make a profit. I do think it is actually worth it, just so you know. Now, if I am playing with a lot of money, I don't really like to use the automation or just add my funds without thinking of it. If I would add something like 2K, 3K, I'm probably glued to the screen. And also it depends what type of token I'm providing liquidity. If I'm providing liquidity using 3 to 5K on Solana USDC, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't care. But if I'm providing liquidity on a brand new meme, then yes, I'm glued to the screen, even if I'm using a take profit and then stop loss, just so you know. So far, this is what we got. There is also a Hawk AI. So you can check some information, discover alpha, screen good opportunities. To be honest, I've never used it, so you guys can check it out. There is also a simulator, which is backtesting strategies. And the only issue is that the information is only up to 2024 April, I think it is, or March, something like that. So there is not enough data for me to use it to backtest. So you guys can use it, but myself, I don't think it is worth it. Analyze any token, wallet, position, or pool. So yeah, just some more simulation and some more things that you guys can do on it. But for me, I'm just gonna be providing liquidity, claim my fees, and that's it. Now, if you guys, just so you know, if you want to create a position, let me just go ahead and simulate it. You would come here, create a new position. We have spot, curve, or bid ask, just like Meteora. I'm not gonna explain how each one of them works because I do have some other videos. I just want to show you guys the platform. So here we have the price range. So if I want to change it, I can actually increase it or decrease it. Add my stop loss right here, set my take profit right here. I can also set up the slippage, no swap. So I would be just getting whatever I have at that moment, or 100%. And very, very important, just in case you are just like me, that you like to add 50%, 50-50. So if I'm doing Trump USDC, Sol USDC, or whatever it is, I would usually just add 50-50. So for that, you can click on manual fill to change it to autofill. So for example, if I do 10, it will automatically add the amount of USDC that I need, just so you know. And also show you the range and the depositing ratio, more or less. So if you remove this and you do 10, let's say 100, you guys can see the differences in the ratio. So pretty decent. And then you confirm and create your position, and then that's it. You make sure everything is good, up and running. You go to your dashboard. You make sure that you do have your take profit and also stop losses. So you click here, you go to automation, make sure everything is active, and then save and close just to make sure. That's it. Any questions, any doubts, just let me know. Peace out.